Right, Matt, we're going to do a little challenge. It's a basic little chip. It's not easy. You've got to fly it just onto the fringe of green, running downhill away from you. All quite long grass, but lying okay. We'll do who's nearest. There's a little game.
Yeah.
But I also want you and I will talk about how you would go about playing it.
Okay.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Let's get stuck in. Right, Matt, I've got my bug eyes. I've got my 60.
I got my 58.
My PM grind. Phil Mickelson grind. You've got your 58, which is your most lofted.
It is, yes.
So how are you seeing the shot for our viewers?
I always try and pitch on the green.
Okay.
As much as I can.
Yeah.
Because generally you know how it's going to bounce.
Okay.
Landing it short and this stuff, especially when there's lots of grass.
So where are you going to land this?
I'm literally going to try and pitch it on the green as close as possible up here.
So you're going to try and land it around there.
But I can hit my pink castle.
Okay, and then obviously out of that rough you're expecting more of a run out.
More of a runny shot, yeah. So I might even add a bit of loft as well.
So how would you do that?
Twist the club.
Okay.
And grip it.
So if you twist that club, it might point the leading edge to the right.
To the right, and then lower my handle a little bit to.
And what's that doing to the loft? It's bringing the loft to point straight.
To the target, yeah.
So Matt's using the 3 dimensions of opening and closing a face to a 0 line. He's not just twisting it, which adds loft down. That might point to the right. He's then changing the lie to make the loft point in a different direction. So, so you're using 2 angles there, but you're doing it. What's interesting is you're doing it without really thinking about it. It's only that I'm quizzing you. You would just sound twisting the face open. You would lower the handle without even articulating it to anyone normally. It's just natural, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think for lots of viewers they don't do that. Show me. Ball position?
Always on my sternum or back. I never really put it forward.
So so you mean middle of your body?
Middle of my body.
So it just lines up with the middle of you. You're not lining it up with your feet.
No,
cool.
I don't line up with feet.
Okay, that's fine. And then you're going to make kind of like a waist high swing with your hands both sides, I think.
Yeah.
It's going to come out almost head height.
Yeah, about that.
Show me.
We hope.
So you landed it left, but exactly the distance. And you finished left of target, but a very good length. So your landing point was spot on.
Yeah, it was. How are you playing?
So I'm going to I've got my 60, which is my most lofted. I'm going to play face also a fraction twisted to the right.
Yeah.
Add a fraction more loft and then lower handle slightly. And I'm going to play exactly like you. I'm going to try and pop it up. I'm more feet together, and I feel like my handle's forwards. You're a bit more level, aren't you? And I'm also going to feel when I swing, my feeling is that I'm going to try and keep my hands feeling like they're more over the ball. So more just a hinge and then swing through. I'm not going to feel like I take my hands away.
Right.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Because I just feel like I can get the ground a bit early, where if I feel like I keep my hands close to where I want them at delivery, it's more of a little kind of flick forwards for me.
Okay.
So I roll.
There you go.
I'm brilliant at these.
Show me, Phil.
I used to be out of chip.
Mark.
I might land it a bit further than you. And then stub it.
Stub and run.
Got away with that.
Yeah, you did.
It was rubbish. Again, I caught the ground slightly first. So I'm going to do another quickly.
It did work out pretty good though.
Yeah, well it was a safe duff. You're never going to really, you know, I knew if it was kind of deaf here, I might have chose to play it longer because I know I can play that shot at the minute. So it upsets me there that I did catch the ground first, because what I said I was going to do, I didn't achieve it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make me change not having to go at that again. I've pulled my back. You were closer, I think.
Thanks.
In
That's
the challenge,
a win.
actually, I think you were.
Win for the Lockey
I think
magic.
you were closer. I'm just going to have another go, trying to keep my hands feeling like they don't go that way as much.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a nicely nipped one. And you see, I threw that on much further. I had a bit of speed, and it did have a little bit of stop. It was lying quite nicely. So I win if we have 2 games.
I'll stick to 1. That's a win for the Lockey magic, and the army go wild. Woohoo!
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for loads more videos. Find me on Instagram @CrossfieldMark. Also on Twitter @4GolfOnline. Find me on Facebook, Mark Crossfield. Thanks for watching. Post comments as always, and see you soon.